Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for January 12th, 2016. It's a Tuesday morning, and we have a clipper that is on the way that's likely to produce some periods of snow showers and even some snow squalls as the low pressure system moves through the region for today. Temperatures this morning are falling into the mid to upper teens over the interior and upper teens to lower 20s along the coast. We even are down to 12 right along the New Jersey coast. So that's pretty impressive. We have a nice cold air mass in place with light and variable winds, and then off to our west we have a southeasterly wind at around 5 miles per hour with the clipper approaching an overcast skies. For today, we're going to warm up into the upper 30s to lower 40s for highs ahead of this clipper. So as the moisture with this clipper moves in, some of it initially may be in the form of rain, but eventually we change over to snow, with dusting to an inch possible with this clipper moving through. On the surface map, you can see the clipper right here. Now, this Alberta clipper, usually they're very fast moving. So it started out yesterday morning all the way up here in northwestern Canada. This morning it's in the central Great Lakes, and by tomorrow morning it will be in the Gulf of Maine. As this low pressure system moves through, look for scattered showers changing over to snow showers, and some of these snow showers could be rather strong, kind of like a cold front in the summer with some thunder showers, right? So when this cold air rushes in, it's going to change over to snow, and some of this snow could be very heavy at times, reducing visibility to below 2 miles in some cases. But as far as accumulation is concerned, I'm only looking at dusting to an inch. Some isolated location may push up to 2 inches in a very rare case, but that's going to be extremely rare, most likely over the interior. On the latest radar, you can see the precipitation approaching the region. It's going to be dry for this morning's rush hour. It's this evening's rush hour that's going to be rather ugly, let's just say. And on the infrared satellite picture, you can see that cold front pushing through, approaching with pretty strong lifting here. Now, this is all cold air, and then this is the actual clipper. You can see the lifting associated with that clipper as it's approaching the region. So let's dive into the forecast. For this afternoon, the clipper will approach again. Initially, you might see some rainfall here, but it will change over to snow, and those snow showers will move through in the afternoon hours. Look for highs again in the upper 30s to lower 40s, rapidly falling off into the 30s as this cold front pushes through the region. For this evening, look for lingering snow showers and snow squalls. You can see, especially over Connecticut and Long Island, right along the immediate New Jersey coast, could be a nice little burst of moderate to heavy snow there. Overnight tonight, we're going to continue to deal with some lingering snow showers and flurries as our clipper explodes in the Gulf of Maine. And by tomorrow morning, look for lows in the mid to upper 20s. And by tomorrow afternoon, scattered cloud cover with highs only in the lower to mid 30s. So pretty much falling below normal for this time of year, at least for a day. Then for Thursday, high pressure will be in control with scattered cloud cover. Temperatures pretty much where they should be for this time of year. Lows in the lower to mid 20s, highs in the mid to upper 30s. Now we have an interesting setup for this upcoming weekend. We have one area low pressure in the Gulf of Mexico, and we have another low pressure approaching from the northern plain. This is a subtropical disturbance, and this is the polar disturbance. How these two disturbances interact will have a great deal of an impact on our forecast for this upcoming weekend. So on Friday, look for temperatures to range from the lower to mid 30s for lows and mid 40s for highs. Look for increasing clouds throughout the day. Now, depending on how this setup interacts, first of all, we're pretty much getting rid of the idea of a storm being focused over the Great Lakes. It's clearly going to be focused now along the coast. The question is, how fast is that transition? And when that transition happens, the cold air that is behind this cold front associated with this high pressure system that is building down the plains and also associated with building over the Canadian Maritimes here and eastern Canada and the St. Lawrence River Valley. How fast is that transition? Okay, the faster the transition, the faster the cold air gets to the coast. In this case right now, with the data that we have in place, most likely to see rain along the coast, and a mix over to a snow over the interior. How fast, how much, all that is still very much uncertain and unknown. I'm just telling you what we do know right now. Get rid of the lake cutter idea. Get rid of the storm basically not redeveloping. Okay, you can forget about that. We know that the storm's going to redevelop along the coast. We know it's going to rapidly intensify, and we know there's going to be very heavy precipitation along the coast. Now the question is, how fast does the transition happen? Is it fast enough to lead to a changeover from rain to snow? Does the cold air just stay in and not get driven out like we're seeing now in the guidance? So there's a lot of questions here to deal with this storm. But definitely Saturday is going to be a rather stormy day. Currently we have lows in the mid-30s and highs in the mid-40s for this situation. And then on Sunday, the storm starts to pull away with clearing skies by the time we get to the afternoon hours, lows in the mid-30s, highs in the mid-40s. And on Monday, high pressure will be in control with lows in the upper 20s to lower 30s and highs in the lower to mid-30s. On Tuesday, high pressure remains in control with sky cloud cover, lows in the mid-20s, highs in the lower to mid-30s. That is your forecast discussion for today. Thank you for following NYNJPA weather. And as always, stay safe out there.